The boys of summer are back as spring training is underway in Dunedin, Florida for the Blue Jays. Hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Long Ball. Rob Wong, joined alongside by Toronto Sun Blue Jays writer Rob Longley, who's down in Florida at Blue Jays spring training. And Rob, it's that time of year again where hope springs eternal with the pictures and videos of pitchers and catchers working out. But the Blue Jays do have a lot to prove this season, coming off another disappointing postseason loss. Heading into camp, what do you think are the biggest storylines for this team?
Well, I think the biggest story is just that, how you introed it, Rob. I think that there's a real sense around the team, and just the 2 days I've been around them so far, that there is something to prove. And they know it, right? I mean, everybody knows it. They saw what happened the last 2 years in the postseason. And, I don't know if guys are necessarily angry about it, but they do definitely feel that they're good enough and that they do have something to prove and that they're better than their results have been the last couple of years. So there's a real resolve to turn that around a little bit and make an impact. Now, again, today's just the second day. Pitchers and catchers officially started workouts yesterday. And really the buzz around here was Alek Manoah. He looked amazing. He's clearly trimmed down. His form was good. I talked to a couple of his fellow pitchers this morning, and they were fairly raving about the guy. Now, just a bullpen session, his first bullpen session of spring training, but he was already hitting 92 miles an hour, 83 miles an hour, actually, with his fastball, which for this time of the spring tells us that this guy is well on the track to at least have a shot at that comeback season, that bounce back season. The rotation, of course, was a strength of this team last year, and given that they haven't improved the offense at all in the offseason so far, it's going to have to be a strength again. So guys like Chris Bassett look like they're in good form. Kevin Gosman spoke with us yesterday, and he too feels that the team has something to prove and is anxious to get the opportunity to do it. So, you're right, Rob. You get that eternal optimism this time of year, but I think the way the Jays are approaching it is, yes, they're optimistic, but with a little bit of an edge because they realize that they've got to be better than what they were last season.
Now, the Blue Jays continue to make some tweaks with the roster, announcing a minor league deal with an invite to spring training for veteran infielder Eduardo Escobar. But are you expecting any more major moves for this team before the season begins?
You never really know, Rob, because general managers are always trying to make things happen. But certainly that the public indications that general manager Ross Atkins gave us when he spoke to the media here yesterday was that they're quite content, or at least accepting of the fact that they may go into the season with who they have on the roster right now. And in fact, he took it one step further by saying that if there was going to be an addition, there would have to be a subtraction as well. A little bit of confusing wording there, but essentially the point being made that they're quite content to go into the season the way that they are. Of course, they signed Eduardo Escobar to a minor league deal today. He'll have the opportunity to prove his way onto and work his way onto the major league roster, but that would be considered a minor signing by any means. So I think it would almost be a surprise if there was another big addition to this team before opening day.
Yeah, well, we'll see it happen. Still a lot of time, of course, before things get started, but spring training is underway. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. You can find all of Rob's spring training coverage at the Toronto Sun.